Pro-Bolsonaro truckers block several highways in Brazil to protest Lula's victory.
Here's a summary of the article.
A day after Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has been elected Brazil's new president, sectors of the Transport and Truckers Union most sympathetic to Jair Bolsonaro have blocked several highways and other access roads to major arteries around the country, in protest of the results. More than 60 blockades and protests have been confirmed in at least 12 states, according to the organizers themselves. Leaders of the 2018 mobilizations and other entities of transporters have condemned Monday's stoppages and have been quick to recognize the result of the presidential elections with which Lula da Silva will return to the Planalto Palace more than 12 years later. The Brazilian police reported that approximately 100 people mobilized in Rio de Janeiro to show their dissatisfaction with the results of the presidential elections due to an alleged fraud. This Sunday Lula da Silva has been elected new president of Brazil after winning over Jair Bolsonaro in one of the last closest elections in recent memory in the South American giant. The leader of the Workers' Party obtained 2 million more votes, 50.9% of them, than his rival, who more than half a day later has still not acknowledged his defeat. Microsoft may earn an affiliate commission if you purchase something through recommended links in this article.
This post received a score of 29,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Of course they do.
It's always the god damn truckers.
Nothing on the radio to listen to for more than an hour at a time before it changes, besides right-wing AM stations.
Satellite radio, streaming music on a phone, there are options. These dipshits are choosing this media.
My partner is always amazed when I get lots of questions right while at home watching quiz shows, but little does she know that I spend 12 hours a day behind the wheel listening to hardcore history. Podcasts have made my working life so much more enjoyable as a trucker.
Ooh, check out the History of Rome podcast. There's like 200 hours and it's max detailed. Brilliant for long drives.
That sounds great. Can't wait to tell my GF about the podcast Royal_Buttplug recommended to me, haha.
I personally enjoy the Fall of Civilizations podcast by Paul Cooper. He examines the rise and eventual fall of various ancient civilizations, including ancient Sumeria, Easter Island, and the Aztecs. The fall of Aztecs was particularly brutal, both in events and in the retelling, because it was a war of attrition that was documented by both sides. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts and YouTube.
Thanks for this reco. I also really enjoyed the History on Fire podcast about the Aztecs and conquest of Mexico. You might like that too.
Ah yes. Protesting a democratic vote. The least logical thing you can do in a democracy. What do they expect? To vote again?
They want the army to take over to save family values. Fuck them. Greater than family values. I know I am gonna regret asking, but what does this mean exactly? Who knows? Bolsonaro just shouts, God, fatherland, family, and people believe he's a good man on a mission to save democracy from the communist threat that's gonna make children gay, destroy families by allowing criminals free, homeless take their homes, and Blair I can't anymore. I guess doesn't help he's heavily backed the church and his surname is Messiah.
Wow. It really is the exact same playbook everywhere.
Yep. Blame minorities and communism for all the problems in the country. Says he represents family, righteousness and God. Textbook fascist.
While he has divorced 2 times, married 3, and has children from different mothers. Truly a devout Christian.
He also confessed committing bestiality and willingness to commit cannibalism.
And mistook 2 14-year-old girls for prostitutes 2 weeks ago.
2 14-year-olds makes 1 28-year-old. Right?
Brazil has election Bolsonaro supporters. What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you have an election and not pick our candidate?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.